Hi, class. It's time to talk credit. Let's go.
Right. You didn't build that bad credit overnight. You're not going to get rid of it overnight. It's what my trainer tells me about these pounds.
Did you know that credit can affect your loan rates and potentially your ability to get a job? Let's start with some definitions and then we'll go into some examples. So first, credit is your ability to borrow money, and it shows the lender how trustworthy you are with borrowing and then eventually repaying that money. So credit scores have a lot of range. So you can have no credit. So you have not established credit and you just don't have credit. You can have poor, you can have fair, you can have good, or you can have excellent. So we're going to talk about some tips to get you to excellent. But before we do that, let's break down the different things that affect your credit score. So it's important to know what factors into your credit, what things affect your credit score. So in order to demonstrate this, I'm going to take you into my personal Credit Karma account so that you can see firsthand all of the things that go into calculating my credit score. So you're going to go into your app if you have it. Your score here it changes. As you can see, my TransUnion score changed by 5 points. And you can click into this and you can see, well, what changed? Why did that change? And it will allow you to go and look, and you can see I made some payments on some things. All right. So the big thing that I want you to look at is what factors into your credit score. So here it tells you your payment history is a high impact. Your credit card usage is also high impact. You want to keep that usage rate down pretty low. Your derogatory marks, that is such as like collections and stuff like that, is fair or is a high impact. My score is fair because I have one, we're not going to talk about it, but it's a medical bill that is not accurate, and I've been fighting it. But okay, your credit age is a medium impact. So my credit age is pretty young. I've had things on here, but some things have rolled off, and so it makes me young and fabulous. Your total number of accounts is a low impact. Mine is fair. They actually want you to have more accounts, but I don't have as many. And then hard inquiries is a low impact. Mine is good. I have a couple, so they want that number to be low as well. And so when you click into the credit card usage, for example, it will show you a really nice breakdown of where you want to land. So, if you're between 0 and 9%, which is where I try to stay, then that gives you an excellent score. Whereas if you dip a little bit, you get higher, then the score is going to go down significantly. And so as you can see, my monthly usage was about $4,500 out of a $6,500 limit. So that means that on a monthly basis, I've used about 7% of my total available credit, which once you get into this, you're going to notice that the more you stay in that range, the more they will increase your credit. You can choose to allow that or not, but it's good because that bottom number goes up, but you should not increase your spending. As you can see, my credit score has changed pretty drastically over the last year or so. So it started at 787 and then it just, it goes up and it goes down. It's like a roller coaster. So it definitely changes over time. My credit score did not start off like this. It was a lot of trial and error and figuring things out. As y'all know, we keep it real over here. So if you have what's considered a derogatory mark, which is something that is in collections, it's okay to have 1 or 2. When you get into the 2+, that's when you get into the red area. So you can see I'm in the fair because I have this one collection, which was a doctor's visit long time ago, years ago, and they've just hopped around to different people. But you want to check this because sometimes people can put things on your credit that is not accurate. And so there's a process, and Credit Karma takes you through it where you can basically dispute that. It's better to probably dispute it directly or through your individual different types of credit reports. There's 3 major credit reports, but you definitely want to make sure that you're paying attention so that you can dispute those things when they come up. For your payment history, it basically, it's not expecting you to be perfect necessarily, but that's how you get the excellent score. If you're at 99%, then, so basically if you miss one payment, don't miss any more, then it can give you a good rating. But that's one of the things I really like about this Credit Karma app is it does tell you where you want to be. And so you can make goals accordingly. If you want to improve your credit, I know it's going to sound like super easy, but pay your bills on time.
If you have a credit card, do not just pay the minimum balance. You need to be able to pay off the full balance of the credit card at any point. Now, you want to carry a small balance each month just to let them know you're still alive, but you want to be able to pay it off before the deadline, no interest fees, nothing like that. You also want to keep your credit card balances low. So they say the best is like 10 to 20%, but you want to keep it as low as you possibly can. And then you also want to check your report regularly. So that is one of the reasons why I like Credit Karma, because it does allow me to check in with my credit on a regular basis. They send me notifications when something crazy has happened. For example, somebody decided they were going to apply for a car loan in my name. Blocked. The other thing to remember about credit is that this is a marathon. It's not a race. Nothing happens overnight. You didn't build that bad credit overnight. You're not going to get rid of it overnight. It's what my trainer tells me about these pounds. Okay. So basically you have to be patient with yourself, but you need to establish really good habits to eventually get yourself out of this cycle of making bad decisions. Nothing is undoable. Believe me, I would have broke the system by now if it was possible, but I'm still here, and I got a house, and I got a couple of credit cards, and I got a car, all on credit.